On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years.
Employees,
With the company greeting out of the way,
let's start.
Hey guys, today we're talking about analog horror, which is honestly a topic that I'm really interested in and something that I really enjoy watching on analog horror personally. Now, analog horror can be defined as a scary or unsettling individual video or set of videos that is usually in an outdated medium, such as VHS, film, and cassette. The first real analog horror production was really the Blair Witch Project. Was kind of the original analog horror. It focuses on a found footage format of 3 college students who had gone missing. Anyway, before I go on for hours about the Blair Witch Project, let's get into the actual topic of this video. Analog horror. Now, in recent years, there have been some beautifully crafted analog horror series such as Local 58, the Walten Files, Gemini Home Entertainment, and of course some of my personal favorites as of recent within the last year, Vita Carnis and Backroom. Before we start, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that I am no expert on this topic and will not pretend to be an expert on this topic. I'm just going to give my brief synopsis and my brief explanation for the series that I'm going to go over. Everything will also be in the description of the video. Now, Local 58. Created in 2015 by Chris Straub. It follows a newscast from a manipulative news station. I know, goofy the news, goofy. At first watch, the episodes may not seem connected, but the more you watch, you realize lines can be connected where lines shouldn't be connected. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, but it don't make sense. A perfect encapsulation of how sleep deprivation and manipulation can control people and ruin their lives. Oh, the show's on. Bet. What's this? There's a new planet in our solar system, and it's called the Iris. What in the goof? Yep, that's right. Welcome to Gemini Home Entertainment, where there's a new planet in our solar system, and it's wreaking havoc. It's hungry for humans and vengeance. The goal of Gemini Home Entertainment is to document the invasion of Earth by the Iris. The Iris is sending down seeds, pathogens, and sprouts of plants, diseases, and animals. The reason that I, personally, really like Gemini Home Entertainment, not only because of the lore and how deep it is, but it has its own freaking video game, bruh, that the creator of the series made. Like, that's insane. Look, you play as this little dude. It's so cool. If you haven't seen Gemini Home Entertainment, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go watch it. It is extremely deep and fantastically done. This is Vita Carnis. It is quickly becoming one of my favorite analog horror series. It is deep. It contains like new animals, new creatures. It has a good story lore that's not cliche aliens. A new species emerged on Earth around World War II, World War I time period, and they've been thriving ever since. Basically, the idea of the whole thing is that all of the creatures, regardless plant or animal, are meat-based. Starting off the list, we got the crawl. The crawl is a plant that has veins and tastes kind of gross, but you can cook it and it tastes kind of meaty. Second one we got, it's called the trimmings. They are small branches that come off of the crawl. You can keep them as pets. Here's a picture of one. Now here we have the meat snake. now. It's not what you think. Here is a picture of one. Basically what they do is they're used as waste disposals in butcher shops because they will eat the scraps. Remember that jump scare at the front of the video? Yeah, that's a mimic. They basically mimic humans, and they're the only ones so far that we've covered that is dangerous to humans. Here's another meaty plant. The harvester is a meat orb that sits on the ground and has tentacles, some with spikes and some with nerves. The nerves detect movement, and the spikes will stab and inject a blood thinner, basically, so the victim just bleeds out and then they get absorbed into the plant through the ground. This is the host of influence, which has so much rizz that he can pull someone from miles away back to his location just so he can, like, eat them, you know? Here's a picture of one. I don't know why I said that.
Sin City was a maybe.
And finally, the monoliths. The monoliths are only present on one place on Earth. And they are massive beings that have been shot at by missiles and survived. Here's a picture of them. Again, I highly recommend this series if you're new to analog horror. It is an amazing, amazing series. It's new, it's still being worked on, but it is amazing. Highly recommend. Again, everything I've talked about will be in the description of the video. All of these series that I talked about today have my utmost love and respect. Especially because of the amount of effort that goes into these. Like, these aren't quick, simple videos that they just throw up for, like, views and stuff. No, they have lore and effort, and it's just amazing. Analog horror can breed some amazing creations. Thank you all for watching and making it to this point in the video. All the clips used and everything I talked about will be in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.